And so, yeah, that's where we'll start today, is at that location where y'all left off last time.
What do we do now?
I guess Karu will kind of scratch his head a bit, turn to you all, and say, well, sorry for just handing it over to them, but I kind of prioritized everyone's safety here over the shard, but I guess we should start planning on how to get it back.
I agree with the decision. I mean, what if my parents had been here? Waiting outside.
Let's probably best not to think about that.
Anyway, moving on.
So what do y'all do?
We got to come up with a plan on the way to Gorak.
Well, I think the first thing that we might want to realize is I think that y'all are the plan that you guys were talking about for freeing the slaves. I think that just went out the window.
Ah, but we have Karu around. He has great plans in mind, and Tombstone has great plans in mind for.
Well, it's a fantastic idea, but I don't know if it's gonna be difficult to pit them against each other when he just kills everybody.
That's almost perfect. Did I say that out loud?
That would include the slaves.
Why would it include the slaves?
The entirety of the Ogard tribe is about to get sacrificed.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Then we pitch them against each other the other way around. Against each other.
Is there a way to pit them against each other where they don't go against each other?
I don't know. That's all I got. Seth, can I roll like a history or arcana check or something? Would I know, like from reading or studying anything, like how long might it take to like perform the ritual that would take to summon?
Yeah. Roll an arcana for that one.
That'd be a 21, I think.
Oh,
21.
y'all didn't wait on me.
We
thought you wouldn't want us to.
We just started.
We're
We
kicking
just
you out,
finished.
Ethan, right now. I'm kidding. Don't. It's not serious at all. That was a joke. No. No!
Why would you say that?
Dude, you did it. We just started. Gosh, Josiah.
We're kicking you out. We're kicking you out, Josiah. You're gone.
I'll leave.
You two. Don't do
What
this.
important thing did I miss?
Nothing.
Nothing. We just started. Like
They're literally just saying,
Phelan
well.
Sounds like Phelan did something.
He's trying to recall.
I didn't ask to know it, Seth.
Well, I'm saying it anyway. So he's asked to
21.
He rolled a 21 Arcana check to see if he would know how long the sort of ritual that Chief Zahn wants to execute would take. And from that 21, you don't know exactly how long this would take because you've never, like, the ritual that you found, like, really the only reason why you recognized the sigil was because you rolled extremely high on your Arcana check when you did it last session. And so not so much is known about this sigil. Pretty much its existence is known, and that's about it. So you don't really know how long it would take for this sigil to be, like, used. But you do know one thing. You do know that all sigils, like, kind of have a, like, power-up kind of process or steps, so to say. So, like, in order for a sigil to be used, it needs to, like, pretty much suck up enough power to use it. And of course, the larger the sigil, the more power it needs and the longer that process takes.
So would I be able to
guesstimate
like one this large, as big as the Ogard tribe?
You could guesstimate that around, like, for a sigil around the size of Ogard. Yeah, a range. Once from the start of power up to the time the sigil could be used, maybe 2 minutes.
Like maximum or minimum?
Anywhere from like 2 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm calling on Ethan who has his hand raised.
So where are we exactly? Like, what is the? Are we? Or is it directly after?
Directly
what just
after.
happened? Like, we're just standing outside of the ruins.
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's all I want. I actually forgot my question when you called on me, and so I got really nervous for a second, but then I remembered.
So, this I don't know much about this sigil, guys. I don't think anybody does. But with how big it is, we may want to go ahead and start moving because we may have like maybe 2 to 5 minutes or so before whenever he gets there and decides to start doing whatever he's doing.
Well,
We're gonna have like 2 to 5 minutes before it actually starts.
don't worry. He's having a party first. He said if we handed it over, we'd
It's
be
true.
invited to a party, which we didn't get invited to a party. Now that I think about it, but he's having a party.
I feel like the party was a metaphor or a figure of speech.
I think it was a party.
You sure? Did he say something about party?
He did. He did. The correct phrase was a festival.
Yeah, a festival.
Hey Seth, I cannot hear the music.
Not
Okay,
because it's a
there.
little.
I'm so glad you said that.
There it is. It's not helping my headache at all, but I wanted to hear it.
Yes. Don't forget about the music that I have going right now. We'll say that.
Well, if
You should take something
Can't
for
hear
your
it all.
headache so you could play Dead by
I
Daylight later.
did.
Thank you.
I will. God, I'm gonna be so tired. I took 3
Okay.
ibuprofen just now.
Yeah, there's definitely. I mean,
that makes it festival, I see.
festival. How long are typical Goliath festivals?
Depending on the occasion, so Goliath festivals are very special, right? Before festivals involved, like the booths being set up, pretty much like carnival is like what we could relate it to nowadays.
I like to picture bouncy castles.
Sure, bouncy castles might come into play.
Yeah.
Goliath festivals are essentially like no extra booths are set up, but instead like the Goliaths, they literally take like their tables out of their building, like put them outside, and it is pretty much considered one giant feast.
So that'll take a little while.
Yeah, to like set up at least.
So it's not happening today.
This is a difficult chance, but probably not.
They
'Cause we
may have
gotta
been
go to
setting
Gorak,
up.
Sorry.
They may have been setting up while we were in the ruins. Preemptively.
Possible, but
Well, I at least have to go to Gorak and.
so we need to get your parents.
Well, do I even want to bring them?
Well, what happens if we do leave them?
What would happen if they ran away from the person they owed a debt to?
I mean, most likely Mallard would get Ogar officials to try to get him back because they still have a debt that they owe him. And
Yeah.
then depending on where they are, they would have to contact the other tribe and start all that process. Pretty much like similar to extraditing.
Yeah. So we need to go get them. We need to go get them. Well, that's fine.
Well then, let's get going.
Hmm.
And so Karu will start walking.
Don't we have a cart? Or did we send the cart with them?
No, you have a cart still.
Yeah.
But it's not with y'all. Like y'all are still inside the ruins. You may have to go like through the cave up and out.
Oh, okay.
How is it that Tombstone respawns again?
That's time.
No. And I said how he crawls out of his tombstone, right? That's what we've seen.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, his tombstone inside the thing? Oh god.
Should we go back and get it?
We have to.
If we go back towards the thing,
We have to kill it. That's okay. It was almost dead. I'll just pick up my axe and walk back inside.
I wasn't saying we necessarily have to grab the tombstone. I don't know if we can. I don't know.
Well,
Can we hear anything coming from inside the cave, or how far away did we run from it?
I mean, y'all are still like on the outside of the So you have like the cave ruins, like the cavern that has like the entire ruined city, but then inside that ruined city you had like kind of the main building in the center, which is where you found the shard. And y'all are
Yeah.
outside the main building in the center. So y'all are still in the ruins. And y'all are
Gotcha.
right outside the main building.
Okay, so like we're still fairly close enough to where.
Oh yeah, you could literally just like turn around and walk back inside.
Okay, so like we could see like, is the tree still moving around in there or anything?
I would say make a perception check as you like try to hear inside.
24.
That so you don't hear you hear a little bit of like not thrashing but just movement inside. That sounds kind of groany and those like the tree from inside. So it's still in there. It's not thrashing about anymore, but it's moving around.
It's not sleeping.
Of course, the shard is gone. But how will our friend Tombstone get out?
You make a run for it, but that's risky.
Then he'd die again and have to make a run for it again.
Are you gonna try to make a run for the tombstone then and bring it with us?
No, it comes out of the ground. I would have to bring the whole ground. Why don't we just kill it?
Or what if we take the tombstone, take it outside, put it back in the ground, and then see what happens?
That's what I was saying.
I'm not sure that's how burial works.
I don't think.
I don't think we-
there. I don't
we
think. I
didn't
think he's the
bring
tombstone. Sort of.
What would
Okay.
happen if we
Well, it's
chiseled
gonna be
into the
dark in there.
tombstone?
So
What do you say, Havels? Are you
What
really
would
quiet?
happen if we chiseled into the tombstone?
He may come back without a leg or something. I don't know.
My brain says different dimension, space and time.
what?
How'd you
Just
come up with
reach
that
in.
one?
I don't
Why
know.
you? Why not talk to the fellow?
He's
Ah.
a scientist.
Talk in there.
I'm a little tired
Isn't
and
that
a little
right,
stressed
Hal?
out.
I mean, you're the strongest, but Karu, do you think that
Of
you'd be
I'm
able
an
to
investigative journalist.
Ah.
and bring it back? I don't know.
Yes.
You're fastest out of us. That's why I'm asking.
He kind of looks inside. I could probably get there. Not sure about carrying a tombstone back. Depends on how heavy it is.
Oh, I got this tombstone. Can you, Dunar? Can you grab it?
Can I grab it? Of course I can grab it.
Okay. I'm gonna open a portal there. Okay. We're right next to it. You need to grab it and step back through. Okay.
Thought it was only one way.
Is it only one way?
Dimension door is only one way, if that's what you're talking about.
Oh, fricker.
Ah, we have never gone back through your portals. Is that even possible? Surely you would know this, Phelan the smart one.
I don't, because it doesn't. It just
Is
says it doesn't say it's not both ways, but it does just tell you go through it. So I guess
I think it's less of a door and more of a
Yeah.
teleport.
yeah.
We go in there, I grab it, and you teleport out.
And if we need to.
Okay. All right, we're going in.
All right, I'll go with you.
He can only.
I can take one if we want to do that and just teleport us back out.
I mean, I can distract the tree, and I can definitely run away from it.
Okay, that's fine. We'll do that. Dunar, you ready?
I am ready. I'll go inside.
All right, and so
We can run for it.
you all, how do you want to approach this?
These. Not the same path we left from. Jesus.
I have to pull up the map again.
I don't know how this looks then.
Put it on your screen as well too.
Yeah.
Stream
Oh,
screen.
hey, if you're doing it for the recording that you have, if there's a way for you to turn your voice up in it, do that. Because when I was listening to it, I couldn't hear you like at all.
Really? Okay.
It was very hard for me to hear you in the recording compared to like Carter.
Gotcha. Then I will
Can't hear
definitely
anything.
put myself back up.
All
right.
All I know is Josiah heard me.
I heard Ethan. I heard everybody.
All right.
I'm
The only
poking
person that didn't
Carter.
hear where I go was
Desktop and mic are at the same level now, so We'll see how this goes.
All I'm saying is Ethan's at 100 for me.
Anyways, yeah. So if you look at my stream now, I've opened back up the. Wait, no, I'm not streaming it. If you go back to the map on D&D Beyond, that's
You
what
are
I'm
Actually,
streaming
streaming
it.
it,
You are
You're streaming it. I can see it.
I like how you just like
You're not
undid
supposed to see that. Give me one moment.
Man, we're never gonna get started.
What do you mean? We already are. We already are started. We are just having fun.
Sure. Yeah. I just think you guys are
Sure. Okay, so that's where y'all are now. Yeah, you haven't kind of explored that gray area yet. And so
Yeah, but it's hard. Do we want to?
We
Maybe
can
we
split the
could.
party always.
I'm
I love
always
how
down for a
every
good
every
party
head
split.
turned.
I've switched
I always
my
get
mind.
so let's
denied.
let's establish this. Who's going with Karu, Phelan, and Thunar?
I wouldn't recommend it. There's no way. to
Okay,
teleport out.
Briar's coming with.
I can teleport one person, so
If
long
we
as you
want to
run
have
faster
another
than
group,
three,
I'll
you're
go
good.
with the other group.
So I guess
Mine's the road,
seeing
but-
Briar walk up, Karu asks,
Okay,
so
You can't teleport me
you
to
want
a-
to distract the tree with me?
Yeah, anything you're carrying goes with you.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, as long as you can carry up here, as long as you're carrying.
It's supposed to be a stealth mission, not an everyone come in and fight mission.
Oh, we're fine. I mean, as long as the people who come in that aren't me and you can run from it, then we're fine.
A stealth
man.
mission, you say?
Also,
No,
you're
not-
pretty
Well, not a
pretty
stealth.
on par with that one.
Oh,
Sounds
not
like
a stealth
right up
mission.
your alley.
Oh no,
All right.
Claire said it's not a stealth mission actually.
So
It's a walk in and teleport out. So if you can't teleport out,
Well, Hal was gonna walk over here.
all right. So Karu is gonna start walking this way as well.
me and Phelan, I guess we'll go.
Which way are you going? The right? The way y'all went before?
Yeah, but not quite this way. I want to go this way,
Okay.
and then this way.
All right.
So avoid that one room, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. Good call. Good call.
What
All
did
right.
the room do? I forgot.
So that was the room where y'all, as y'all walked across it, a sigil popped up on the bottom, and it sent y'all flying upwards into the spikes in the
That's
ceiling.
right. That's right.
Hey, if there's a sigil of like fly upwards, is there a sigil of bounce that is a bouncy house?
Oh my gosh.
me
Duna
come over.
really wants a bouncy house. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll open up this for you all. All right. And Briar's going. Ooh. Briar's going with Karu. So I guess Karu and Briar would have gone with y'all. And after you get here, Karu will kind of like, all right. Well, Briar, you ready?
I'm ready. You think it's in? Is it in there? Can I?
Yeah, it's
With
currently.
me?
You hear it kind of rustling around in there. As it's kind of,
Okay.
and if you peek over the side, you see it just kind of like walking around, kind of aimlessly, kind of
So weird.
Almost-
to see a tree
almost
walking
like-
around.
almost like pacing, like it doesn't really know what to do.
Right, Karu, if you can draw it away from there, we can do that. I can teleport me and Thunar pretty much all the way back to the entrance. So once we can get to it, we're good. So if you can get far enough away for us to get to it, we're good.
I hate teleportation.
It's like say no more.
Where do we want the tree to go?
And he flips around. The tree will notice it. I'm not gonna make you roll initiative. As it starts to run forward, and Karu takes it this way. All right,
Right.
and then it's gonna take a few attacks on y'all too, though.
Wait, when did I become
God.
Hamilton?
Not on Shadowheart.
Colton.
On us?
Shadowheart here. Colton.
On who?
I have to find the
Hamilton.
tree again.
Shadowheart. It's Shadowheart and Thorny fighting
who's
the
attacking?
awakened
Gosh.
tree.
Pollock? Okay.
Seb,
Silly goose.
Does a 20 hit?
No.
Hey, who?
Who are you attacking?
Both of us.
Yeah.
Karu
Why-
and Briar.
Oh, Karu.
Then why are you asking? Oh,
Wait.
I can't hear what's going on when other people are talking. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Shoot. I need to remember what the dodge action does.
Imposes disadvantage on the attack.
Ah. Then disadvantage it will be, because Karu's dodging, and that will not hit Karu. Do you dodge, Briar?
Sure.
All right. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately. Wow, he rolled one less than before. That's crazy.
I forgot I had a really large modifier. And okay, I rolled low. It's gonna give you like 10 damage.
I'm down.
Are you seriously?
No.
Okay, I was like, I didn't figure that low.
No.
All right, so as it swings around, missing. Why is Karu named Shadowheart? Um,
Karu.
he'll miss Karu as he dodges out of the way, but it will slap Briar. Phelan and Thunar, what are y'all up to?
We're picking up the.
Alright.
Up the...
So you slip by. Thunar, roll me a strength check real quick to pull that out of the ground.
I'll help him out, even though it's not much help, but I'll help him out.
Will help me. What is that?
Advantage.
Advantage?
Yeah.
Is that 12 lifted?
Yes, a 12 does lift it. It was not a high DC.
All right.
So
cool.
you kind of, it tugs a little bit, but you slowly get it out, and as it breaks the ground underneath you, and you pull up the tombstone.
All right. I immediately as soon as he has it out of the ground and he looks back at me, I'll grab him by the arm or like put my arm on his shoulder or elbow. I mean, I'll cast Dimension Door and visualize the entrance as long as it's within 500 feet and go straight there.
There you go. Faust is no longer here. Bye, Faust. So whoever was staying at the entrance, you see this sort of like a portal, almost reminiscent to Aegus's that you've seen, kind of open up as Thunar and Phelan kind of not fall, but just walk through, and it closes behind them.
There's nobody at the beginning to see us.
Mm-mm.
And then Karu's going to take a disengage and dash and just start running back. All right, Havel and what looks like Ikley. What are y'all up to?
I was
Guess we'll-
wondering.
Just wandering
We'll
around?
just fall down the floor, I guess.
Well, I mean, I probably would have gone up here.
I'm just gonna get rid of all the fog of war.
Are you guys using the D&D map thing again?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, just checking because I do not have that pulled up for some reason.
Okay.
Give me 2
So-
seconds.
Havel, as you look around, what you see, which ones were these? Yeah, so as you look around these rooms, you pretty much just kind of can put together that they're like very decrepit and destroyed, like storage and pretty much like the pantry, think of it as. So you see shelves with maybe some like plates sitting around, maybe some broken bottles and other such like boxes that would contain food. But any sort of food that you see in there is either completely gone or just like, rotten.
I'm gonna scurry down south over here.
Yeah, and then
See what's in this room. Ikley was here the whole time.
all right, so here you see this room is very much overgrown, right? You have some vines kind of creeping up the walls, as it seems to have a very similar function, but was more probably where like the actual like dry foods would have been stored.
You said it's overgrown.
Completely.
Are these the roots of the tree nearby? I'm gonna shoot a root.
You're gonna shoot a root?
Yes.
All right, roll the hit.
Natural 20.
So roll damage. So you kind of pull
12.
out your gun and you shoot. You said 12?
Yes.
You've pissed off the tree. That's what.
So you shoot it, and as you shoot it, the vine kind of like reflexively, like kind of withers about
Yeah.
as from the vines these kind of like humanoid type of looking kind of vines kind of like slither on the ground and then come up and stand up around you. And there are 4 around you. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Do I have to do that too since I'm
If you're there, I guess.
I rolled an 18.
Oh.
I'm hoping people at the entrance heard
One.
gunshots. I'm hoping gunshots echoed throughout the entrance.
It did.
Uh,
These guys don't have a lot though. So okay, so y'all will go first.
You're
I'm
lucky
guessing
I
we
like
heard
your
that too, though.
character.
Yeah, he said that.
Wait.
Okay, I got a 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got a 1?
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right. That was a surprise attack. So go again, Abel.
Also, that was outside of initiative, so do I get to take 2 more attack actions?
Oh, I was counting that as like the surprise attack.
Okay. That's a natural 1. So I missed that shot. Oh, we didn't take a rest. Okay, never mind.
So
I shot at it and I stunned it, right? I surprised it. And now this happens. Havel's surprised. Not actually because he is alert, but still.
He was not expecting the vines
He's taken aback.
to attack him. Yeah.
Yeah.
As they're gonna throw some swings your way. And I think does a 17 hit?
Actually, no, it does. It does.
It does. Okay. Then you will take 11 damage. As
I almost put in 12,121. You said 11 damage?
as 2 of them, kind of swing and schwack you. And the other 2 will hit Ikley for 7 damage.
Oh. Okay. Oh wait.
So, is that Phelan and Thunar running in to help after
yes,
hearing
but that means
gunshots?
We can only move 30 feet every one of their rounds.
Y'all aren't in
So
initiative
I
yet,
haven't
though,
went yet.
right?
the same amount of time passes.
Oh, okay.
Ikley, you're up. Oh shoot, I
Okay.
should probably put these
My
guys
bad.
down.
So, what I'm thinking.
I'll just
Well,
use
if
the
they're
same ones from
attacking
last
me,
time.
I guess I would have to attack back. Ugh.
Do they have weapons?
No. They're literally just like swinging at you
These
with
are
vines.
just vines.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You're getting like whipped by like vines right now.
Can I get out of the room?
Yeah, you can just run away. That's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that for now because I really need a rest.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to do.
So disengage, I assume. So 1.
Or do you
2,
need me
3,
there?
4, 5, 6. There you go.
I'll be just enough distance to where I can run back in with you.
Havel, what's up?
We can't hear you, girl.
13 to hit.
That will hit.
12 damage.
Okay. That's 1 dead.
22 to hit.
That hits.
8 damage.
All right.
And I'm gonna run away.
Okay, so
I
if you
felt
go
bad for
this
leaving
if you
you.
go this path, you can avoid taking
Yeah.
any opportunity attacks.
Can I, if it's even my turn? Oh wait.
It
It's
is
the end of my turn.
it is the Vine's turn next. And they are very slow.
Good.
They're having to rip themselves off of kind of like off the wall because they've grown into it so much. And they're very sluggish. So that's literally all they could move. It's your turn again.
Oh
Mine.
gosh, Pollock's going in.
Oh gosh.
I am moving towards Havel and them as I see them come out.
Who's
All right.
moving me?
Oh, that was me. Sorry. I've been moving you 30 feet per round.
Oh,
Toward them.
so was I.
You've been dashing. You're dashing.
It's okay. It's not really important.
What do
I was like, I don't really care.
You see no one, Thunar.
vines.
And you see
They killed
vines
him.
walking around. They killed them. All right.
I'll hear that. Thunar, they're over here.
So, Ikley and Tombstone, or not
Does a
Tombstone,
25
sorry.
hit?
So used to them being together. Ikley and Havel, as you're running away from these vines, you see you run out into this kind of larger dining area, and you see Phelan running up to you.
Phelan,
Why are you shooting?
I had a suspicion that the vines in that room that were overgrown were from the tree, and I was right.
Okay.
So I
Yeah,
shot the vine,
Okay. Well,
and the vines fought back.
Can I?
You came alone?
well, Thunar and I'm gonna turn around and
Does a 25 hit?
Yes. As you hear Thunar raging in the battle mode as he.
he's in there, and I'm pointing back the way
He's
How does
in there.
13 damage sound?
It looks like he went.
It kills one of them.
Great.
Hamilton's running back in.
All right, Hamilton runs back in.
I stay right there and I take a short rest while this is going on.
I will follow.
I don't care how long it takes. I'm sitting right
I
there.
will also run in with Havel.
Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not hit, unfortunately.
Are they distracted by him?
At this point, Karu and Briar would also probably show up from running away from the tree. And Karu will kind of see what's going on, look at Phelan and Ikley. What's happening?
I'm running with Havel. I'm like,
Oh, so see, so he sees
Thunar?
Phelan running in down this hallway, and he looks at Ikley. What's going on?
I'm not in this. I was forced to
Yeah.
fight the
Boom,
tree.
boom, boom.
You go fight the tree.
Do I see
Then I
Havel?
sit there.
I would say at this point, everyone just rolled a hit. We're just gonna drop initiative. We're not gonna worry about.
I like the idea
order.
that you only see flashes of light from the hallway.
25 hit?
It's just fire and gunshots.
25
Yeah.
hits. Yes,
23.
a 23 hits.
a nat 20.
7.
How do you want to do it?
The
I
typical
cut the vine.
acid blast. And melt one of them.
How much damage?
Double dots.
Way overkill. 33.
If that vine was a player, you would have insta-killed him. As the acid just eats away at its plant, at its vines.
You see Thunar looking down at the ground like, Havel, Ikley,
Phelan, watch where you're aiming. You almost hit me as I come around the corner.
I can still hear his voice.
Thunar,
It's
he's
because
over
I'm here. Thunar.
Oh,
Thunar.
Karu will step up next to Thunar. Just Thunar, they're alive.
I love
I
Thunar so
I
much.
thought they were dead when I heard the gunshots and they came in here. They were gone.
Thunar, I appreciate that you were mourning me.
I was avenging you.
And you avenged me successfully. And then you mourned.
Oh, you're alive now, so let's leave.
Okay. Yes.
Where'd the tombstone go? Thunar?
It's at the door.
So you all can walk outside. See the door. See the tombstone laying at the entrance. Thank you for specifying dead tombstone.
Well, I'm tombstone either way, so I have to specify in what condition I'm in.
True.
So, should we plant this one in the ground? Do you think, and leave him a note so he knows what to do, or
What a great idea.
do we take it with us?
If he's the tombstone, why don't we just bring?
I don't know. You guys were the ones saying it needed to be in the ground.
This is tombstone. Ground sitter extraordinaire.
As you see on the tombstone, just a little etching gets added onto the tombstone.
And then until he gets scribbled out as he realizes what he's writing.
Scribbled out like a pit fighter.
I get scratched out as he starts. He like writes it halfway, stops, and then scratches it out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess we could. Okay.
I will carry him.
Okay. You're the only one who can, so comfortably.
All right,
Okay.
let's get out of here.
Gorek, and get your parents, and then go
And
stay with
Julius.
Omar and Julius.
That was a lot of shenanigans.
So, you pick up the tombstone, and you start heading to leave the ruins.
Can I plant it like in the cart?
Sure. So, as you get out, as you kind of climb out of this this cave kind of tunnel that you found where it led to ruins, it's about dusk now, so it's getting late. And as you kind of come up, you see your cart, but you don't see something else. The large horse that you had that was pulling the cart is gone.
They took the horse.
So they're evil and thieves?
I think those go hand in hand, you know.
They do, but this is low. This is low, even for them. That's okay. I will plant the tombstone in the cart and pick up the cart where the horse would be.
Oh my gosh! Are you gonna try to pull the
Where
cart?
we're going.
When everyone gets in.
So you see Thunar walk in, plant break the cart essentially as he plants it into the, not break it as in it's unusable now, but just plants it into the cart,
Oh, that's
splintering the
so-
wood where he put it. As he gets out, goes to where the Roland would have been, picks up the cart.
It's just pulling.
Thunar,
Yeah.
are you going to try to pull that the entire way?
Yes, we've already passed my first house, so we're not that far.
Fair
Hop
enough. I'll hop in.
Okay.
Is it getting heavier, Thunar?
Well, no, it's a cart with 4 wheels.
Thunar,
Right.
I can't let you even attempt to pull this cart
Is it a
with.
cart with 4 wheels or 2 wheels?
It's 2 wheels.
Okay, I can do it then. It's just like a wheelbarrow. It's on my shoulders.
Karu, there is going to be 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 people. 6 people actually in this cart. Soon to be 7.
Ah, yes. The cart will become much lighter once the tombstone turns from rock to tombstone.
No.
I think we're gonna have to walk, Thunar.
Okay, but I'm bringing the cart.
I mean, you can try, but I'm not getting in that cart.
Yeah. I have to
Fine.
admit it.
What does it take to pull the cart?
Roll a strength check.
The cart by itself.
You know what? I'll say athletics. Athletics, rather.
Oh, thanks. That's just that's actually a 19.
A 19. So who's all in the cart right now? Is it just Havel?
Nobody's in the
Not
cart.
sure
right?
if I
Was it
should
Havel?
get in the car.
I climbed in the
Oh.
cart.
I thought we were agreeing that we were all going to walk. If
So Havel's in the cart, and so
Oh.
you pull it, and it's just slowly starting to get momentum and get movement as you heave, and you really strain your muscles as you start to pull it.
I didn't really want to push it with Havel in the cart then.
I can hop off if you're struggling, Thunar.
Karu will see. It's like, Havel, were you inside there?
In the cart?
Yes.
I'm still on the cart.
Yes. I'm asked, why are you inside there?
Thunar said hop in. I wanted to see him do it.
You do also have to realize that that's Thunar telling you to hop in.
I understood what I was doing. I'll hop out. And he'll hop down.
Yeah, does the cart move now?
Yeah, but say as it's car, you feel a little bit. It gets a little lighter as Havel steps out of the cart, and you're able to, with a 19, you're able to pretty much establish like a walking pace with the cart on your shoulders.
I'm not as light as I used to be.
I also think it's all that metal you have in your pouch.
You're probably right. I've always been pretty frail.
You're
Cool.
still frail?
Do you think I am a big, strong human being?
Well, you're certainly don't have much strength as Thunar, but I don't think you're frail.
Who's going to carry
Fair
the
enough.
carts?
I'm more dexterous than anything.
That you are. I've never seen someone get started in a fight as quickly as you have.
I
They
keep
don't
my
know
eye
me.
Some might say he always has the initiative.
out. Tombstone?
Where did that ethereal voice come from?
Has he not respawned yet? I thought he crawled out.
Not yet, no. All right. So, it is around dusk. And you start walking and Thunar starts carrying this cart. So I say you walk for a little bit as dusk turns to nighttime. I will say, since you're just walking, if you want the effects of a short rest, you can get the effects of a short rest.
Are you talking to me?
That was to everyone, but I know you.
No,
I
I-
heard short rest
specifically
when I
for
came
you.
back in because I thought you were talking to them. Sorry. One more time, please. Did you say I could have a short rest?
yes. Since
Okay,
y'all have just been
thank you.
walking for about a couple hours now, you can
You're a
get the effects of a
godsend.
short rest.
I needed that. Thank you.
And like I said, it is now night. It's Karu asked Thunar, how much longer we have left in this trip?
How much longer do we have left in this trip?
You might be able to get there before morning.
Would dropping the cart improve our pace?
I mean, y'all might be able to move faster, but it still won't make y'all get there before morning.
Oh, I guess here's the question: like, are we back on the path? Because I just want to bring it to the path because we can. Bring
Yeah,
it
so
forward.
yeah, y'all were able to walk back to like that main road you were taking.
Okay, then I was gonna leave the cart on the road, so we can bring a horse to it later
That's fair. Okay.
and maybe improve our pace.
So
But I
you
don't-
reach the path and you drop the cart there.
Yeah.
But I would say the distance is still probably about the same. You still probably, if y'all hightail it, you might be able to make it there before morning. It's probably
Yeah.
another like 4 or 5 hour walk away.
Points of exhaustion.
All right.
What do we do that?
But that's
What,
that's
exhaustion?
that's for the party to decide.
We can sleep on our travels back when we have a horse drawing and dragging the cart.
I guess that's fair. All right. I don't need to sleep. I'm Thunar. I'm going to see my parents.
I need sleep.
Me too.
We should probably make haste and go ahead and get to Gorak and get Thunar's parents and a horse and come back and catch the cart, and we can catch up on the sleep as we travel in the cart with the horse.
Fortunately, We'll have to walk back to the cart.
Maybe we can rest when we get to Gorak then.
Are we not welcome at Gorak, Seth?
No, y'all haven't been to Gorak yet.
It's
I
the
thought it was
same.
the one.
It's
the
the same
Tool
amount-
Shard.
The other one.
It's the same amount of
Ogar
time
was
to do
the.
this tonight and then go in the morning.
Okay.
I don't care. We can make camp. Either one.
What does the party think? We're kind of in a situation.
Make camp now. Walk tomorrow. And walk now. Make camp tomorrow. Either one.
I'm gonna sleep either way, so I'm not really sure if this should be my decision.
How
know what I
will you
mean?
sleep as you walk?
tomorrow.
Where are you sleeping?
Oh,
What'd
where
you
am I
say,
sleeping?
Azure?
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I could sleep anywhere. She's
I guess
small enough
I
to.
probably do actually need to sleep because I did take some damage while we were back there.
Yeah, me too.
I'm feeling sick, so I really need sleep.
Somebody could literally carry Ikley on their shoulder. And she
I
could
know,
just
that's why I was
talk
like,
shit.
get to sleep.
Okay, let's just make camp and then walk in the morning.
That's what I
I
think.
think that would be a good idea.
Let's not waste time.
All right.
Shoo.
If everybody's okay with that.
Me, 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 me.
So, everyone makes camp. Karu will build a fire. I won't make y'all do like patrols or like watches or anything. I'll just say y'all can all sleep. It's fine. So take that long rest.
Already on it.
And then sometime throughout the night, the
Don't do it.
the cart will kind of begin to splinter a little bit more as from beneath the what's it called, the floorboards of the cart. How would you like to enter the scene, Tombstone?
The cart is not with us.
No, we made camp that night. And then we left.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Did they leave the cart behind? I'm just all alone in the wilderness.
That's what we said. We said we
That's-
make
no.
camp and then travel.
We traveled a certain distance with the cart.
And then we made
And then
camp.
we talked about whether
No.
we take.
It's up to Seth whether it was nighttime by then. It depends on the time.
Yeah, it
We
was
left-
nighttime when you dropped off the cart.
We
Okay,
have
then
a
we have to follow this.
recording.
Yeah, that's
I'm saying if it's with if we had walked for a while after that, then no, we didn't have the cart.
I would also say that you would need the supplies from the cart to make camp.
Yeah. Okay. So make camp there.
So, how would you like to enter the scene?
So the splintering and crackling of the cart as like the floorboards like spread apart as the tombstone violently like contracts and expands and then collapses into like a ball and then begins to shine in the silver, and around this silver ball the tattoo of a dragon that you've seen on Tombstone before circles it and then breathes fire on it, and then Tombstone like think of reverse in-game snap, like just like coalesces into himself, and he's passed out dead hard, like just like against like he's not conscious at this point, he's just like asleep in the cart in the
Is it-
middle of like the hole in the floor of the cart.
Is this like loud enough or anything to like stuff anything to wake anybody up? Or does this happen before we fall asleep?
I'll let Tombstone decide that.
Probably would not be a loud thing, just light,
Okay.
no like sound.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Probably not louder.
So
than anybody
then you
else.
all sleep, wake up in the morning, and who's going to make breakfast?
Hunar.
As Thunar goes to get supplies from the cart to make breakfast, he sees that.
I see Tombstone.
Tombstone. He's like,
Completely nude.
I grabbed this. Hold on,
Weren't you always?
Hold up.
I,
Okay, let me roleplay. Here you go. So I grab my stuff and I go, oh hey Tombstone, and then I walk away from the cart and I go, Tombstone.
he's just like laying there like a dead fish, like flat.
I pick him up, shake him a little bit.
He's naked.
He's like starts squirming in the air like as you picked him up.
Tombstone! I'm looking at you.
Who are you? Hey, put me down!
Tombstone!
I
Where's
assume
my
this ruckus
spear?
wakes everyone
And
up.
as Tombstone thinks about his spear, his halberd, all of his material possessions clatter on the ground next to him.
Tombstone, you're back.
Where are your clothes?
Where am I? Oh, they're right here. And he slips on his like loincloth and everything. His chainmail shirt. He picks up his halberd and he points it at Thunar. Who are you, big fella? Why are you here?
Tombstone.
Why am I here? Who is this Tombstone character?
That's you, Tombstone.
Maybe if you hit him one time, he'll come back.
Don't move. I will kill you. My name is...
Tombstone.
My name is Tombstone. You're calling... Okay, so you know me. My name is Tombstone, pit fighter extraordinaire, Fire Fist Pirates drill sergeant, champion of the water peoples, enemy of empires, master haggler, prison breaker, colossus slayer, nearly disintegrated lizard, whiplash conqueror, the negotiator, chicken thief, slayer, intimidation master, and foe to everything that is green.
You were.
Yeah.
We know.
Tombstone. We were there for all
Tombstone.
that.
Ugh,
Remember
who are you?
that? Remember
Why are you
that?
so shadowy?
Remember that destroyer of empires? Remember who you did that with? Yeah, me.
Oh, hey. Yeah, you're the guy who stole my fame for killing that emperor dude.
Sure.
And you're that's, and he points over at Briar, Thorny, and he points over at Thunar, Polak, and Lava Girl, as he points at Phelan, and he points at oh yeah, the dwarf with the wolf. Yeah, I don't think I ever knew his name. And yeah, Hamilton.
Close enough. Welcome back.
How's it
Tombstone.
going, guys? What are we doing?
I think you forgot Ike.
I would never forget Ikley.
I was like, dadgum.
You just didn't need to say her name.
Lost.
Are-
Oh,
how are you feeling, Tombstone?
I'm feeling. How am I feeling? Fuzzy. Does being dead count as a long rest?
I will say, since you're able to sleep afterward, yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You got a long
Cool,
rest.
cool. I just don't know how that works, you know?
Oh, yeah, we all get along, don't we? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone gets long rest, so you're all good.
Perhaps you could get some food in your stomach, Tombstone.
Could somebody explain to me how I perspired?
Well, you see,
Violently.
you to keep the magical shard away from the tree, the enemy of green, or the green guy. You ate it heroically.
That's how I eat all my meals.
It was a horrific sight.
Then
Seeing you
the tree grabbed you and strangled you and tore the shard out of your stomach.
Oh, that's a great way to die. I haven't experienced that one before. Beheading, done that. Lacerations all over my body, bleeding out, did that one. I think I took a spear for somebody one time. Definitely did that. Yeah. Boiled alive. That's one. Yep. And
Do you have a running list of all these?
I mean, I don't remember half of them, but the fun ones, yeah.
Do you know how many times
I got
you died?
petrified from a Demogorgon one time.
Oh,
Do you know how many times you've died?
Oh, no. No chance. I think I've died 4 times, three times with y'all. I think.
I don't remember. There's enough times for me to forget.
There was the one time in the arena, like when I first met you guys, long time ago. There was a time when that guy Thunar killed me.
And then Polak. This is Thunar.
Oh no, that's Bolak. The other guy was Thunar.
I keep going to respawn every time Polak is said.
I am
And then-
Tuna.
And then just now, I think. That makes 3.
Fair enough. Well, we should probably get going.
Polak killed
Breakfast
you?
almost done.
You said Polak killed you?
Oh yeah, big time.
Was he not a party member?
Oh yeah, he was a great guy. We were having a death match.
It was.
And he won.
sparring,
Sparring. Okay.
But
I keep hearing good things about this Polak character, but you killed Tombstone. To be fair, I would too, but I was quite surprised.
Okay.
Well then,
Well, let's get walking.
let's get going. As you,
Yeah, let's. Why are we in the desert?
I'll explain. Let's see. Let me put it in terms you could fully understand. We came here because through Polak,
I'm just
No,
pulling your leg.
actually-
I remember.
all right. So you start going. You start walking through down this path, leaving the cart behind, and to make the day's journey. Actually, not a day's journey. It's like 4-hour walk or so to the rest of to Gorak. And as you're walking, you kind of reach some more like hills or whatever, and you kind of far off, or I say not far off, kind of on the horizon, you see coming up a large tribe. The tribe of Gorak.
Home. Now that I think about it, it actually was supposed to be my home.
that's a fair point.
When you hear coming off to your right, you hear halt. I do not know what you're up to, but bandits of your kind have to be exterminated. And I will fight to the death to make sure that... Oh, it's you guys again. As you see Manila standing there holding a staff. Like,
Manila!
holding a staff, like, offensively, and then realizing it's you, just kind of drops it.
Manila!
And she'll walk over. What are you guys doing here?
I live
Oh
there.
boy. Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to
Is
go
this
to
gonna
the
be
board.
another 5-hour conversation?
Right. Oh. I don't have time to talk for 5 hours.
I live
I
over
think you
there.
should clear out your afternoon.
Actually,
I will say, one thing you will notice is that now she has, like, pretty much like a almost bandolier of, like, feathers around her.
What are the feathers for?
Ah, this is my trophy.
oh, did you find you found one of the birds?
Yeah, I found that big bird that you guys killed. I got some feathers. They look really nice, don't they? Yeah, okay.
Of course.
I was planning on making a cape later myself.
Exactly. In fact, have you seen a baby thunderbird around anywhere?
Only the scrambled remains of one.
Oh, well, I'm looking for an alive one.
I haven't seen it.
I'll find it
Hey,
eventually.
You know, speaking of being busy, you might be able to help us.
Oh?
Well, I mean, you stand for justice and to defeat evildoers, right?
Absolutely. That's why they call me the champion of the tribes.
I
Still
haven't heard that
haven't heard
yet.
that one yet.
Well, you could be the champion of Ogarn, that's for sure. If you help us out.
I want to be the champion of
How so?
you might know of somebody who's trying to basically destroy the entire tribe of Ogar.
Oh, I haven't heard about this. She kind of
Oh,
like
well, we just found out about it.
sits
So
kind of sits down on the ground. Do tell.
you guys go find your parents, Tunar. I'll explain.
Oh, walk and talk. You're from Gorak, right?
No.
You say you're from Gorak.
Where are you from?
I'm well, I guess I was from Ogar. But I don't know,
Have
things
you
didn't really
been to
work
Gorak?
out there.
Have you been to Gorak?
A few times.
What do you mean things didn't work out in Ogar?
You know, things didn't work out. I don't know what else to say.
When did they not work out?
When?
Yeah.
When I was about 13 or 14.
Interesting. Well, yes, come. We'll explain on the way.
Okay. Gets up. Starts walking with you all as you start approaching Gorok. So, what about destroying Ogar?
Well, unless anybody else wants to, I'll explain it.
Depends if she understands you or me.
If she doesn't understand
Then
what I
not.
say, I'll let you explain it. So, the Chief Zahn of the Ogar tribe,
Mm-hmm.
is a greedy man.
Yeah.
A greedy Goliath, which I'm sure is pretty obvious. He followed us to some ruins out in the wilderness.
Okay.
Was able to retrieve a very powerful magical artifact that was hidden within.
Uh-huh.
And he is going to use it to power a very large sigil
Uh-huh.
that will then sacrifice the tribe of Ogar
Uh-huh.
to, what was the god's name again?
You didn't get a name.
I didn't get it. To a god, or so he says, in exchange for wealth.
Uh-huh.
So we plan to stop him.
So, Chief Zahn is going to use something magical to... What was that word you used?
I got this. You have to speak like a Goliath. He's going to use magic to kill people and
Oh.
get money.
That's horrible!
And he stole my horse.
He stole your horse? So
That's
there
why
are
we're
bandits on
walking.
this path. Well, don't you worry. You've come to the right person. I will get your horse back. And I will make sure the Chief Zahn kills no people.
Well, we can have an
walk and
ally
talk.
of the champion of the tribes.
That's right. Anyways, let's get started. As she, 180s and starts walking toward Ogar.
We have to
Gorak.
we have to pick up some people first. The rest of our group.
But he's that way.
We're missing party members. We gotta pick them up and then we go. Should not take long.
You see, I recently found my parents, and they're
Oh.
over there. So we gotta go get them.
That's fantastic. Then how about this? You go, grab them. I'm gonna go look for this baby bird, and we'll meet back here at some point.
Here or Ogar?
Ogar. That's an even better idea.
Okay.
That's why I'm gonna be champion of the trip.
Yes. We'll go get his parents, Maynard and Thuel, real quick.
Okay, sounds good. She waves and then walks around and takes out a feather, puts it up to the wind and and then walks in a random direction.
Please smell it. Did you smell it?
Yes.
Yes. I love this family.
God.
How far away are we?
Oh, like a 30-minute walk, 45-minute walk, not too far.
Or did they successfully find my house?
Yeah, so as you start approaching, this tribe has walls around it. Not like strong stone walls that you'd see from like Old Reach or any other city, but it's definitely like very solid wooden structure walls surrounding this one. As you have like a main central gate kind of coming in as you see traders and
Aren't I outside the city?
travelers and merchants coming in and out. Yeah, and so as you approach this gate, Thunar will kind of veer off and
90 degrees.
yeah, start walking kind of along the outskirts of this because there's still some buildings outside, obviously. Okay, I'm sorry. Every time you write down Manila, it is spelled differently, and I find that really funny. I don't think there's been one spelling everyone's used.
Oh, okay, is it?
Anyways.
What's it spelled?
It's in character's image, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
I just that wasn't like I'm not mad. I find it really
No,
funny.
no, I got you.
Anyways,
I see.
yeah. So you start approaching. You start approaching, and I forgot to pull up this image. So let me go find it real quick. Yes. So you start to go, and as you approach, you see this I won't say shack. I will say this hut. That's a lot better built, or a lot more properly built than the previous hut that you have seen here. And give me a moment. It's a little ways.
I just sent it to you.
Oh, you just sent it to me? Thank you very much. Perfect. As you see this hut in front of you.
Oh, it's much nicer than your first one.
Ah, thank you.
You did a good job on this one, Duno.
See, it's very
Nice.
very well built. It kind of has this almost like this patio area around it with some nice stairs leading up. And on the patio, you see kind of a fire going with some smoke. As you see Julius kind of huddled over it, like cooking something.
Oh God.
As you all approach,
Julius?
he kind of perks up, turns his head to look at you. Ah, yes. Hello.
What is it you were doing?
I am cooking lunch.
Oh. What are you making?
You see, I had to make the Goliath delicacy,
And that is what?
hog.
You're making pork?
No, I'm making hog.
What, can I see what he's cooking, Seth? Like,
Yeah,
visibly,
so
is
as
he
you
just,
walk
like,
up-
roasting a hog?
So it's not just like a hog on the fire. It's a little better than that. You can tell that like whatever these cuts were, he got from a butcher. But it is like, think of like a hog leg, right? Not being like rotisserie or whatever, just literally sitting on top of like a grate on a fire.
Like it's on a grate at least.
Yes,
the fire,
yes,
right.
above the fire.
Okay, it's not just sitting on the fire.
No. Like on a metal plate, there's a leg sitting on there, upright.
Can you go into town and buy a horse?
Yeah.
Do Goliaths eat horses too?
No. No.
How much would a horse cost, Duno?
How much does a horse cost? This is my hometown. Give me something.
So,
I'm a champion. I should go into town.
What to say?
I should go into town.
you can figure out there.
You ask them.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask them. I'll do that. I will go hug my
You see,
parents.
but as you do that, like Julius kind of goes over to like a kind of pack, pulls out like a pretty much like a notebook essentially, and then he like pulls it like he very like scrappily writes down horse into the notebook and then closes it and puts it back down.
No.
When he's not looking, can I go erase it?
Yeah, sure. That won't be too.
When he's not looking, I'd like to go write it back down.
It's now a tug of war. All right. So what did you want to do, Thunar? Sorry.
I was gonna go give my parents a hug and tell them that and fill them in on the news that Chief Zahn is going to destroy the tribe.
Oh, that's quite bad.
We must solve this.
Yes, yes. I will begin thinking how we could solve this.
I will also begin thinking.
Yes. And don't worry, we're gonna have help from Manila. She's gonna help us.
Manoa, who's this?
She's
Your
another
daughter.
traveler.
We don't have a daughter, right? Duella, do we have a daughter?
I'm not doing this again.
Look very, very closely. There were 2 children.
Manor? So what? Honey, we have a daughter!
Listen. We cannot confirm this.
You have a daughter?
We're pretty
No,
sure.
Thunar, you have a sister.
We're almost positive that it is. But besides the point, you'll meet her later, and you guys can decide for yourselves.
When did you guys meet her?
It's Manila.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
Champion of the tribes person.
Champion of the tribes, you say?
That's what she calls herself. Not an official title.
Is that what she calls herself? Is that what other people call her?
What she calls herself.
Definitely
Yes.
not what Tunar calls
Have
her.
you heard someone call her that?
Nope.
Have you heard someone not call her that?
He's got a point.
Point taken.
Yes, but I will begin thinking, constructing.
We're going to go into town and buy a horse. Let
Well,
me take you around town while we go and buy a horse. You can see a small portion of it.
Ah, yes, absolutely. I would love to.
Okay, cool. Let's go into town and buy a horse.
Before we leave, Duella, give me my thinking notebook. As Duella kind of goes into a pack, pulls out pretty much like a square notebook about this big, gives like a small charcoal tip, like kind of big charcoal chunk. He goes, as he kind of flips it and begins searching for a blank page. And as he flips, you just see crude drawings of like stick figures and other such things.
What is
So you-
that?
Oh, it's called my thinking notebook. It's what I use when I think. Helps me think. Visualize things. Like, for instance, as he flips over and see, as he draws a stick figure, that is Zahn. Draws a near identical stick figure, that is us. What does this sigil look like?
Very complicated.
A backward spider.
Draws like square. That is the sigil. And we need to stop him. Puts an X over Zahn from doing the sigil that will destroy, as he just scribbles around the sigil, the entire tribe of Ogar.
This is an excellent tool.
Yes, I learned
Taylor,
it.
Is that why your nose is in all of those books?
Kind of.
Why didn't you tell me about this before?
My method's different.
I have an idea.
Can't be better than this. What's your idea?
What if we take the stone back?
I hadn't thought of that before. Isn't that just stealing, but backwards?
Well, he stole it from you.
So
It's
then
taking
fair
what is
game.
It's taking what is rightfully ours.
Yeah.
It's unstealing.
I don't think the law rules that way in most court cases.
I'll need to think more.
Well, we can attempt that if we can get past all the people. The problem is he has a lot of armed guards. And that Faust character.
Faust.
Oh yeah, you forgot to draw Faust. He has a chain.
He draws another stick figure.
Put some sunglasses on him. He's a pretty cool guy.
What are sunglasses?
Oh no.
Do this.
Yeah. Just
Well,
put
now I
little
can't
squares over his eyes.
Now I can't see.
Well,
Drop
move
your
your fingers like
Not on
this.
you.
Just like
If you
this.
draw 2 circles on his face, it'll be like the glass that covers his face.
He draws 2 circles on his face. Okay, what next?
Well, that's how you differentiate the
glass.
two. That's good.
Oh, actually, I reached in my bag. I pulled out a small pair of reading glasses. Oh, these are glasses, just dark. That's what he wears.
Does he wear sunglasses?
No.
No, I was just saying.
Somebody said so. I'm just saying.
That was just indicating.
I'm
that
gonna
he's
have to think
cool.
about this.
Make a new page. Make a new page. It'll help.
Oh, yeah. There's a new page and begins drawing on that one.
Shouldn't we go get
Oh, the horse. The horse. Let's go to town. Let's go into town. You can see a real champion of a tribe. Ha ha. I hope to God they recognize me.
You know what? I'll stay here with them and Julius, and we'll get everything prepared and ready. You guys go and do that, okay, Thunar?
Yeah. Okay. Thunar goes into town with his parents.
All right.
Never mind, I'll go with you.
Well, just my parents.
Oh, just you
Okay.
and your parents?
If you want to
Is,
see
is anyone
I mean,
else
I
wanting
thought
to go?
about following them, but from a safe distance.
if you want to see my town, you can. My town.
I do want to see the town. I'll go see the town.
See my town.
I will follow, but I'm going to kind of stand back a little bit. I'm going to try not to involve myself too much. Observe. Champion.
Ah. All right, Seth. What do I see in my town?
All right. So you kind of walk into the tribe proper through the gates. They're wide open, as like I said earlier, travelers, merchants, and traders are all going in and out. And as you walk in, you see pretty busy streets. You see a lot more kind of booths and other sort of like market type buildings around you. I'll say everything, like the roads are paved with nice stone, and yeah, pretty much outside that, all the other buildings were very similar to what you've seen in the other tribes, but this time probably a little more fancier looking, like a lot more established and structured.
I go to the horse shop.
All right, so you go to the horse shop, and of there you have the stables in the back, and you have one guy kind of just like cleaning off a saddle as he's sitting at the front.
Greetings.
Oh, hello. What can I
would
do you
like-
for?
I need a new horse for my carriage.
A new horse. What type of horse are you looking for?
Something to hold to carry a cart of 8 individuals.
Oh, that's quite the order you got there. I'll see what. I'll be right back. I'll see what I have. As he wanders off to the stables. Anything else? Anyone else want to do? Did y'all go with him to the stables, or are y'all kind of off exploring on your own?
I'm with Thunar.
I'm gonna like do my own thing, I think, within the village.
All right. What do you want to look for?
What do I want to do?
Yeah. What you want to do?
Oh, okay.
And is anyone going with her?
I want to go and find. I guess just anything that stands out. I was gonna say magic shop, but I always do that. So just anything that stands out.
Yeah. As you're walking.
Kind of want to go with her.
All right, that's cool. You can do that.
Okay.
So as you're walking around, you see almost this sort of I don't want to say trinket, but kind of like a gadget shop, I'll say.
Okay.
As this one Goliath is out there, and he says like, "Oh, he's like, with this object, it can float and it can bring you things. You should buy." As he kind of like, no one's really paying attention.
I look at Polog, or not Polog. Havel. Who is here? Is it Havel?
It's Havel.
It's
Havel,
Havel.
Havel, and
I know you
Tombstone.
said Polog earlier, so I got confused.
Yeah, it's Havel.
Okay. So I'll just kind of look at him and just be like, "Hey,
Yes.
do you want to go bother that guy?" You want to go see what his toys are about, or you want to keep
Is
looking?
this in a he's convinced you to purchase one of his things, or is this a you feel bad for him, so let's go look at his things?
It's more like I want to see if it's legit or not.
I mean, we
Okay.
could just take these things. We don't have to buy them.
Tombstone, when did you get here?
I've
Well,
been here
that's
the whole
your business, but I
My
advise
bad.
you not to.
I've been in my head a lot recently. Tired.
You know, I always go where Eckley go.
I know that. I'm sorry for intruding on y'all's time and third wheeling, but
Imagine a
Let's go.
backpack, and that's him.
okay. Let's go talk to this guy.
I'll be your
Okay.
backpack any day.
My
Excuse me, sir.
Goodness gracious!
Yes.
Can you explain how this works? We're interested.
Oh yes, absolutely. As he pulls out like this kind of like small, kind of like a stone block that you could hold in your hand. You see,
Does he look excited or does he look nervous or like?
he looks excited.
Okay.
You see, here, as he points to the bottom, I have a sigil, and you see a sigil. I forgot. I think I might have already used it already. Might have sent it already. I'm not sure. There's like here, I have a sigil, and upon placing it on the ground, he places it on the table, placing it here, and pressing this button on top, as he presses like a stone button, as you hear like a small warbling almost. Like repetitive, like very quickly repeating warbling, as it kind of shoots up and kind of starts begin floating in the air. It floats.
Do you have to have a sigil to
It flew.
work it?
All you need to do is give it some divine powder every now and then, and outside of that,
Where can I get this divine powder once I run out?
oh well, I offer some. Really, any sort of magic or I'd say not magic, but sigil worker will have some on hand you can buy. But it's very efficient. You should only be able to, fill it up maybe once every few months.
I see.
What's the best gadget you have like available?
I do have something in mind. As he kind of pulls out like a blanket and kind of like shakes it off. You see this?
Magic
As he
carpet.
pulls it out. What does this look like to you? As he kind of waves it in front of you.
And what was it you said?
Magic carpet.
It's just a blanket.
A blanket?
Exactly. However, if you, as he kind of reaches for a pouch and pulls out some of the dust, if you sprinkle it with some of the powder, and he kind of throws it on there, and you see a sigil sort of appear, and it's you'll recognize it as the same sigil that that was on the ground in Grimrock, that was like supposed to protect the tribe. That kind of sort of appears, and the blanket kind of becomes nice and rigid and like solid. I'll say. It's like, now try to punch it.
Tombstone, do you want to punch it?
I'll do you one better. I'll grab my halberd off my back. I'll stab it.
And it just clinks off of it.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Exactly, all with just a little bit of powder.
Would
Well,
that
it takes
powder
a little
work
bit
on?
of powder, and you get hard.
Would that powder work on people?
Exactly.
Are they a
God.
sigil?
I am wildly uncomfortable right now.
Are they what?
Why are you uncomfortable? Sorry, am I in your
Sorry.
personal space?
No, sir, it is not you.
Don't mind him.
Me.
He can be inappropriate at times. Just don't mind. Don't mind Havel.
Sir, I would like to buy one of your products.
Ah, yes, which would you like to buy?
The floating stone.
Ah, yes, that'll be, as he kind of like thinks
Is
about
that
it,
bartering society?
that'll be about 5 gold, please.
I could do that.
We'll take.
As I reach into my pockets, I'm blanking on the word.
Coin.
Coin purse.
Yep.
And I pass him 5 gold.
Gives it to you. Thank you very much, sir, and we have plenty of those if you want more.
Where's his stash of divine stone at?
Oh, like the divine powder? Yeah, it's just like
Yeah,
off to the
divine
side,
powder.
sitting like on a probably like on a crate somewhere behind him.
Oh yeah. I'm doing a little bit of a thievery while this transaction is occurring.
So
All right, roll sleight of hand. I'll say.
I'll be talking to him this whole time.
Can
How
I
did
like
you?
roll Arcana on his stuff that he has, like the powders and things,
Sure,
while he's
roll it.
doing that?
15.
I just need some more information.
I'll
Oh,
walk
I
over
guess
to
I'm
it
not
and
gonna
I'll
get
kind of
it.
like turn my back to it and then use my tail to like scoot some into a pouch.
Okay. So what were you asking him, Havel?
I was gonna say, how did you come up with this? Where did you find this or discover it?
Ah, you see, my father comes from Grimrock. He was one of
Ah.
those sigil researchers, and I always found them so fascinating. But I found them fascinating on how they can help us. You know, Grimrock, they're very religious with their sigils, but I want to see how they could be used practically, and so I began creating these things.
How could I use this stone practically? To me, this seems very fun and interesting.
Yes,
Party
you see,
tricks.
one way I use it is, you know, if I need a table real quick, as he like grabs 3 or 4 of them and like kind of activates them, and they kind of form a small table. I now have one.
Very interesting.
I guess if you want to use a little bit more of the powder, as he takes one, kind of turns a dial that's like bordering the button. As he presses it, and it kind of stays, and kind of it stabilizes it much quicker. And he then pushes down, and it's like resistant.
How long does this last?
Well, the more essentially force you add it, the shorter it lasts. This is right here, as he kind of grabs it and like starts to really pull down on it. This one may last a few minutes.
I see. Well, thank you for your.
As it kind of like begins to stop, putter out, and then drop. Or a few seconds.
Oh well. Thank you, sir. As I reach out for a handshake.
As he like grabs your entire hand, essentially. Thank you very much.
Sir.
Turns around, sees Tombstone. Would you like to purchase something?
Oh no, perfectly fine. These trinkets, they amuse me. Crazy what these things could do. Do you have anything else? Hey, do you have something that goes boom?
I'm currently working on something that goes, boom, as you say. But it's really hard to get that cleared by the,
I know what you mean. The authorities can be so restricting sometimes. All these rules.
Exactly. I just have to show that it's actually useful, and then they'll allow it.
I'm personally pretty anti-establishmentarianism, you know. Yeah, so.
Really?
Yeah, get a rebel streak at me. I once went on a crime spree in this place called Oldreach. I stole 100 chickens in 3 days.
What did you do with 100 chickens?
I fed them to a dragon.
Oh! That's quite interesting.
Yay! Put her there.
Grabs like almost your entire arm. I like this guy.
Well, would you guys like to go to the next booth?
Sure.
Let's-
Okay.
All right, back to the
I'll be in
stable.
the back.
I
I'm
got
gonna
a
give
pouch of the
him
powder, right?
Yes,
I'm gonna
yes, you
give
did.
him
Okay. Yeah.
a. How much is the powder?
He didn't give you a price.
I'll give him like.
I'll just hand Ikley the pouch that I stole.
I'm gonna give. I'm gonna give the shop owner. I'm gonna leave him 5 gold and not tell him why, and just say like,
Oh, okay.
"Oh yeah,
I
this
see
is
what
for
you're
your
doing.
troubles. Just in case something appears.
Oh, I don't
Amazing.
need this.
Keep it. You were great.
I'll take it as a tip.
There you go." And then we can walk away.
All right, back to the stables.
And then I'm not telling Tombstone.
So the guy comes back. He's like, "Okay, well, I have a pony, which probably will not suit your needs. About 3 regular-sized horses of varying quality, and then 1 Roland for sale right now."
What's the Roland?
The Rowan was a type of horse you had before.
How much for the Roland?
About 500 gold.
Hey,
Thunar, do we have that much gold?
no. What about?
I make sure I said it loud enough for him to hear. This seems weird. Thunar's not known very well. What Thunar's told me, at least.
Yeah, these seem weird. What about for the price for Thunar?
Thunar. As in the one who defended the tribe, Thunar? Are you buying for him?
I am him.
Oh, you are Thunar. Oh, well, my apologies. I've never seen a picture of you.
That's right. Do we have photography?
No.
No. That's right. Yes.
Ah,
Thunar.
yes. Yes. Well, thank you, of course. I know it was a few years ago, but I certainly know that I would have been hit hard by that infestation had they come past you.
Oh, anytime. I'm just glad to be here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, so that would still, unfortunately, I have to have a business. Still be about 500. You know what? But just for you, I'll knock off 10 gold.
Frugal, lots of them.
Let's we can communicate with the rest of the party. I'm sure
Let's
that we
go
can-
gather our gold.
You know, I do have some other horses.
Will they work?
Well, one I'm selling for 30 gold, the other for 90, and then the last one, heck, I might pay you to take it off my hands.
What
You're gonna
kind of
get
horse-
that one, aren't you?
What kind of horses are these ones, though?
Let me show you.
Yes, we just need to make sure that they could.
As
they
he
have to be able
gestures to
pull
the,
Thunar in a cart.
Yeah, gestures toward the stable as he walks. You know, you see some horses filling it, a couple of like those really large ones that you had from before. As he kind of comes to this one part of the stable where there's three. He says, this one right here, as he kind of pats a very healthy looking horse. This is the one I'll sell for 90. Right here, as he pats the next one. A little slow, a little weak. This one is the one that's going for 20. And then he kind of goes to the last one where it's facing like the wrong direction. That's the one I'll give to you. 5 gold. Like,
Is there anything visibly wrong with this one compared to the other ones?
not that you can see right now.
What
Why
you
is
mean
it,
right now?
facing that way?
It likes to I can't really. I don't know. I get it. It just likes to face that direction.
How big is it?
Typical size horse.
Is that big enough?
I'll say with these horses, two would like do the job.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to get this one in the
Give me
90?
the 5 gold one and the 30 gold one.
The
30
5 and
gold
the
one is
30
one.
gold one.
He said 2 of them. He said any 2 of them.
Thunar, we should probably go with the healthy horse. The 90 gold horse.
It's all my money.
Look, we'll split the cost.
Hey, since you're taking off my hand, and of course this is Thunar, I'll give both of them to you for 80 gold.
Okay.
We can split it 40 40.
We'll split it 40-40. And we'll take these horses.
All right, and so then he kind of opens up the stable, lets out the healthy-looking horse. He kind of like grabs the reins of the other horse, kind of pulls it, doesn't move for a second, and he pulls, kind of finally like turns it around, and then leads it out.
Does it look,
Hands Thunar the reins. Here you go.
is there something wrong with its face or anything? It's just
Make a perception check real quick, because on first look it looks normal.
Got a dirt face.
it's an 11.
30-20.
Dirty 20. So Phelan, you don't see a lot, but Thunar, you've been around. You know, you've seen a lot of the horses from the tribal lands. And the way this horse is looking, it's just like blankly staring.
Oh no.
Gosh.
Okay, I'm just gonna drag it out.
All right. And so you start to lead it out. Roll animal handling real quick.
Okay. Where's that? Okay. Oh, I have a high one to this. Oh, yay, 19.
Yeah, so you lead the healthy horse. You lead it through, and it's just fine. It's following you. And as you kind of tug a little bit, but then the other horse, the free one, kind of just starts following you as well. And as you begin to like kind of round the stable to go, the healthy horse follows you, and then the other horse just runs smack into the wall of the stable.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
I keep dragging him out, I guess.
And he kind of like the horse kind of like looks around, and then he feels the tug again. He like slowly turns toward you and begins walking.
Wait a minute. Can I walk up in front of the horse?
Yes.
Can I wave my hand in front of its eyes?
Nothing.
I grab like some like food that I have in my bag and like see if it responds to the food.
So you pull out and you kind of start bringing. You see its like nose flare up a bit, and kind of starts like following, like kind of looking, like moving toward where it's.
Oh, okay. So I'm okay. I got the food in my hand. I'm leading both the horses.
Does it follow the food?
And it kind of gets the smell and kind of starts walking toward it, and yeah, it'll follow the food.
I have a great idea. All right. So when we okay, can we make it back to the house
Sure. Yeah.
and get everybody together, hopefully, and run into people who are shopping in nearby stalls on the way out?
Yeah, I'm about to say. As you all finish up with that one merchant and you kind of like start going to the other stalls, you see, there's pretty much typically like what you find in the market. You find like some nice clothes, some just like typical wear, some very nice and formal and cultural tribal wear, and then you also find your your food, your produce, stuff like that. You find one weapons, like kind of weapon or blacksmith shop.
Can I peek my head in?
Yeah, sure.
Hold the horse and the food. Put my head in. I want to ask
Okay.
if they have any axes, battle axes.
Battle axes. I only really make spears and just spears.
Okay, thank you. I'll leave. I'll grab the horses back and
Say,
Just trying to keep them
those shopping, you see Thunar and Phelan
I don't want
leading
to see it.
leading two horses through the market as they're seeming to be going back to the house, or to Thunar's house.
Oh, hey, they brought
we-
provisions.
Do we notice the horse with autism?
You said what?
I will say, you do see that one horse is kind of like taking every step with faith.
Does it look like Jinx the cat, but as a horse?
Huh?
I've shown you Jinx the cat so many
You
times.
probably have. I just don't remember it.
Multi-session bad references.
Huh?
Jinx
No, it's
the
okay.
cat. Hold on, I'm googling this real quick.
Okay.
Not too far off.
All right.
Picture.
Can its eyes
think-
focus when it looks at the food though?
I think Tombstone Date, one of them
God.
may be a provision.
Yeah.
All right.
Horses
So,
taste great.
I'm leading the horses
Oh.
back to the house, and you see me. Are we there yet, Seth?
Yeah, you'll get there.
Okay, so you see me go inside and come out with a broom and some rope. And I would like to tie the parts of the rope to the end of the broom and then tie the food on the other end of the rope, like 3-4, feet
Oh my
downward.
gosh.
And cut
Yeah?
off the rest of the rope. Actually, you get a free ride back to the cart. All you have
Why?
to do, all you have to do is hold this in front of the horse's face and sit on its back.
Your horse, your problem. I'm busy shopping.
We're leaving.
You're leaving.
We don't have time for this.
You should have picked a better time to have a horse.
We're going back to the cart to go to the tribe to save them from dying. If you want to stay, that's on you.
I know.
I'm getting everything ready to leave.
As Maynard kind of looks and sees you, it's like, oh, we're leaving already?
We have to go.
Yeah, that is true. I do suppose that. He kind of looks at this guy. Yeah, it's also probably getting close to our 5 days, I believe.
I forgot about that.
Well then, are we going back to the cart?
I'm ready to go wherever we need to go.
Avel, are you done shopping?
I think I am. I'm quite satisfied with my rock. I think
I apologize for being hasty about going. There's just I can't lose them. I can't lose, town. It just means a lot to me.
I understand. And yes, it'd probably be better that we get started, or get there sooner rather than later. But we also, I think we had, 3 days left before we went into the ruins? Yeah, so we're at 2 now. I'll leave that decision up to you.
That means tomorrow's the last day, though.
It's true.
How long does it take us to travel from here to Ogar?
Well, with, as he looks at the free horse, this as our steed, half a day, maybe a little more.
I guess we're good leaving today or tomorrow. Either one.
Well, it's not about when their time is up. It's about when he performs the ritual.
It's true.
Are there any significant days in Goliath history coming up?
Not really.
Any special holidays or festivals that you guys put on? Any moon solstices or
No,
winter?
usually festivals are offered in some sort of celebration or, yeah. Sometimes they're even used, for goodwill or good luck. I would say, Thunar, you would know that, after you protected, Gorak, they had they pretty much had a festival afterward.
Ah, yeah.
In celebration of that. So it's not necessarily it's more of a reactionary type of event rather than oh, this date's coming up, we had to have a festival.
Yeah, okay.
but I agree with Thunar. If we're gonna stop this thing, we gotta get there sooner rather than later.
I concur. So, are we eating the horse?
Eating the horse? What? Why are we eating a horse?
Tombstone mentioned that we were getting provisions, and he pointed to the horses. I was a little concerned, but
No, this is our lovely steed we will guide and will try, bring us to Ogar.
what is our
Okay,
steed's name?
He doesn't have one. We can come up with one.
Okay.
Well, there's two of them.
What colors are they?
I'll say the healthy one is like a nice brown, and then the other one, I'll say, that one's like a grayish white.
I wonder what his parents' names were.
Karu will kind of go up to the free one. It's like, did you pay for this one?
Absolutely not. We got paid to take it.
Huh. He kind of waves his hand in front of it, and it just does not respond. Huh. That's, interesting.
I say we name him Lunch.
That is a good name, actually. I won't lie to you.
Okay, that one's lunch. What's that one?
Dinner.
Lunch
These
and
are
dinner.
these are cute names, Tombstone. I actually really appreciate them.
Oh, I was just drooling. Sorry.
Well then, dinner looks like he can get us there. Lunch may have a little trouble.
I hold up the carrot on a stick.
How far away are you from it?
Good. You're keeping them well fed. That
I don't know, just like waving it so it looks like to demonstrate how the horse will follow.
And you kind of see it like kind of like sniffing out like kind of starts to like almost try to like find it with its nose. And then finally like kind of like targets and locks on and then starts walking toward it.
Yeah.
Thunar, has this horse run into anything?
Yes, I think it's blind, but don't tell him.
What was that?
I said, yes, I think it's blind, but don't tell him.
Don't tell who.
Anybody, really.
Uh-huh.
Look, it can follow the stick.
As it kind of gets to the stick and like kind of bumps into it with its face, kind of goes back a little bit and tries to like start biting at it.
Nope. Okay, this will work.
Oh jeez.
I hand Phelan the stick and pick him up and put him on the horse.
You pick up Phelan? Do you resist?
No, I just kind of panic a little bit. Not expecting it.
Okay, so you put him on the horse.
Hold the stick out.
It kind of sniffs it again, starts walking forward toward it. And you start to like go forward and
Thenar's laughing his butt off at this.
Uno, did we buy a blind horse?
No, we didn't buy it. We got it for free. Well, it's walking away, so let's go.
Yes, it works. I'm walking back to you guys.
Alright. Who's gonna get the other horse? Who's gonna get dinner?
I'll get dinner.
Alright, animal handling.
What are you getting for dinner?
We gotta get lunch for dinner and dinner for lunch.
I did a 6.
That's a
And
really
I see
good
that.
naming,
I see that B.
a coincidence.
A 6, so you grab dinner's reins and you kind of start walking and it just boom, and it's just not moving.
I'm a hop on dinner.
So you hop on and starts to like, just like start to try to like get you off
When's
a little
dinner
bit.
gonna be done?
This is not my horse. I do miss my horse.
Can't believe you named it lunch and dinner.
What? Are you like upset about that?
No, that's funny.
Yeah.
I'm having to write down horses, a lunch, and dinner in my notebook.
As you should. What else do you expect?
How?
True.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can.
That's 2 notes I've made you write down in your notebook.
If some stranger finds Seth's notebook, then they come
They're gonna get
across.
become so confused.
Yeah, I just hope it's not a vegan or vegetarian or a liberal.
Horses, lunch, and dinner. Huh?
Are you telling me that we want to eat horses?
I don't want to eat the horse.
Because you said, I hope
No,
a liberal or vegetarian doesn't find it. So in turn, would that mean that it would be good if
I would
we
eat a
found
horse.
it? Oh, don't admit that.
All right. So
Why
everyone's
not?
is everyone head toward the cart?
Yes, and once we get to the cart and are in the cart, can we brainstorm what we're gonna do? But Thunar would say, can we storm our brains our plan?
Man, I kind of think.
We have 2 plans to make. Prevent death and prevent slavery.
2 very noble goals.
Also, 2 very broad goals. We might need to narrow down exactly what.
That's correct. Prevent all deaths and prevent all slaveries. There we go. That's much more specific.
Still a little too
Phelan,
broad.
I
Phelan,
still think
I think he's trying to mean prevent Ogar from being destroyed, and make sure his parents don't go back as slaves.
I know what he means.
Just them.
I'm just helping him.
All of them.
I still say we killed Lord Mallard.
I second that plan.
I'm not a bloodthirsty person. I will not. But I am able to see injustice, and I know what needs to be done for injustice.
Unfortunately,
I am having the debate in my mind.
yeah. Unfortunately, there's probably only 2 possible ways of going about this with this Lord Mallard character, and that's you either pay him for everyone, or he dies.
Let's just kill him.
Well, what is to stop him if you pay him to go to another village, another tribe? And do
I'm
the
not
same
saying
thing?
there's anything stopping. I'm just saying that in order to free the slaves that he has right now, at least, he has to get paid, or he has to get killed.
Oh, my idea from earlier.
Which was
And that was
The one where we, instead of setting Zahn against Lord Mallard, Lord Mallard, we set Lord Mallard against Zahn.
How would we go about doing that?
We tell him he's gonna die.
But how does setting Lord Mallard against Zahn do anything for us in terms of making him free the slaves? Because all that's going to happen is if he thwarts Zahn, he's just going to take Zahn's place or try to. At which point he just becomes more powerful.
He doesn't know about the shard, so he's much easier to kill. Did I say that?
But then you're killing the chief, which would cause more problems with Ogar.
Wait. Fine. Shoot down my plan.
I'm not trying to shoot it down, I'm
Yeah,
just saying we need to think.
You fireballed it out of my brain. You
hey,
can't
now
help
that's a little little below the belt, Thunar.
What? Why?
Why don't
Let's not joke about fire. Apologize to
Right.
Phelan right now.
I'm sorry, Phelan. making a joke about you killing things, fireballs, and Theodore's kind of kicking his foot around.
Well, look, Thunar, look. I'm not trying to shoot your idea down. I have a suggestion. Maybe we make a small amendment to the plan. How about rather than just
Amendment.
telling Lord Mallard that Zahn is doing something, perhaps we make him feel indebted to us by saving him in the process of saving the Ogar tribe. I'm not sure exactly if this would work or not, but it's a step. If he feels indebted to us, he may be more, I don't know, more open to suggestion.
I like that idea. Does anybody else have any other ideas? Come on. This is why we keep you around, Karu. You have good ideas, remember?
The whole idea of becoming indebted to him is not a bad one.
No. Yeah, him indebted to us.
Yeah, him indebted to us, excuse me. It's not a bad one. The hardest part would be convincing him that he is indebted to us.
And it would be easy to kill him.
That is true. That is the easy route, but the easy route doesn't always mean the correct one.
I also
in
still
this
like the
moment it
plan
does,
idea
in my opinion.
where I become indebted to him, and then we mix that plan with this plan, and then I save him, freeing myself of the debt.
But that would just be yourself.
Yeah, but I would trade myself. In the original plan, I trade myself for my parents, and then I free myself of debt.
And then how we free everyone else?
You trade yourself in.
Okay, so now we can have 8 people freed. I'm pretty sure it has more than 8.
At least worth 7.
We could.
Phelan is at least worth 7 slave flats.
What if? Okay, so killing Mallard ourselves might not be the best move necessarily. What if we convince Zahn that Lord Mallard is going to be able to might have a way to stop him, and that he needs to get rid of Lord Mallard before he can move forward with his plan, and then we stop Zahn.
Now that I think about it, that's unfortunately still kind of killing.
Let's just kill him.
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
don't
to
know.
go take a nap. Wake me up when we get back to my plan.
I will.
Savage.
I hate killing people just as much as everyone here.
Which is not at all.
But it does seem like the only option. There's
I'm walking
nothing
away.
else to do, right?
As I'm walking away, aren't you an assassin?
Nobody knows that.
No one knows that?
Nobody knows that.
Oh, I thought I knew that. My bad.
Havel, what are you talking about? She
Ethan
is
knew
not.
that.
Havel didn't say it.
She
Havel
is
didn't say
so
it.
kind. She could never.
Havel didn't
I
say it.
can't believe that. Me, an
Havel didn't say any
assassin.
of that.
Ridiculous.
We run it back. I didn't say that. Havel's actually
We
going to
run
just
it
take a nap.
Let me think then.
So we
Sorry,
also
I
have
didn't mean
another
that, my
plan
bad.
that we need to talk about. And that's exactly how we're going to stop Zahn.
Kill him too.
Let's just kill them all.
Good
It's much easier
idea.
said than done, though.
That one I
Find
was
the
kidding.
shard.
That one I
Oh.
was kidding.
Me
Steal
too.
the shard.
Weren't you just so anti-stealing earlier?
He's
Thunar,
trying to
you
kill
sound like
somebody.
you're going through a lot of internal turmoil right now. Like, you can't pick one thing.
Well, as Maynard put it, we're not stealing the shard. We're taking back what's rightfully ours. It's not
Yes,
Well-
unstealing!
It's also not technically rightfully ours. It's more like just preventing death. So I will look past the stealing.
It's also part of our job, no? We're supposed to get that shard. Like, there's a reason we're trying to get it back more than just saving people, right? Well, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it, but it's bigger than that. We've been told to do this, so
Okay. We attend the festival. We find the shard. We take the shard.
good.
Where do we take it?
Tombstone could eat it again.
Ah, ha! I could absolutely do that. They'll never know it's missing. I've been practicing my sneakiness.
Uh-huh. So, we go to the festival. I guess try to find the shard. If we can find the shard, we take it. And if we don't, we find Zahn and hopefully find the shard with him.
Question.
Yeah, what's that?
Would it be possible at all to disable this sigil somehow, so that it can't activate?
I don't know. Phelan, are there any ways to disable a sigil?
Are there ways?
Roll Arcana. From the book you read on sigils.
That's a 9.
A 9? The only way, really, that you remember or that you've read that you could disable a sigil is to, like, get rid of the sigil entirely. So whether that be, like, disrupt the actual, like, sigil itself enough to where it's, like, pretty much unusable. Or just erase it or not give it any power.
What was the sigil made out of?
Was it all the streets? Like roads and stuff? or
Yeah,
paths?
so when he showed you and like it glowed on the map, it was like all the roads, all the different streets, and pretty
Ooh.
much like the design of the city itself was the sigil.
So, thought. If the city itself is a sigil, right? Let's say a couple houses in the city,
Don't do
you know,
it.
they start, they look really combustible, and, you know, spark happens to fall on said house burns down, falls over the street, destroys the sigil. Can't work.
How do we
It'd
know
be
that?
really easy to set a fire in the middle of a festival. Speaking from
How do
personal experience.
How do we know that
No.
1 or 2 houses will be enough?
That's the question
Like-
you're asking.
Maynard, Thuella,
Hmm.
has any of the city's construction been recent?
Oh, the last time I remember there being construction in the city was well, it was before Thunar was born. It was before I was a slave.
Mm.
Actually, Zahn wasn't the chief then. It was his father who was a chief.
This could have been a generational thing. Do you remember what the construction was? Did they, if they did anything specific to these paths, these roads?
I just remember them adding more roads, a few new brawl centers.
If I take a table and put it in the middle of the path and set up shop, it is no longer a path. Is it still a sigil?
Hmm.
Paths don't exist.
What if I kick it a few times?
Mm. Manar just kind of pulls out his notebook, flips to a new page. If you have a sigil, draws a circle, and you. And Karu. Well, from what you said, Phelan, it seems like it needs to be pretty much rendered unusable or unrecognizable
Mhm.
for the sigil to not work. Hence, why we need to make Ogar unrecognizable in order to stop it.
question about the book that I've read with sigils. Are there any sigils that I have looked through in the book that either interrupt the connection of magic, something along those lines?
Yeah.
That if you were to put that like in the midst of a sigil, it would break the connection from one part to the other, rendering that section useless.
Ooh. Unsure about that one, mainly
Either
because
not necessarily that, but or
yeah,
breaking the connection between
right. So the sigils you've seen, like they've only assumed like the biggest the sigil would get would be like something you saw in Gorak or Grimrock, right? They would never assume it'd be this large. So really, sigils like that were kind of like, okay, why don't you just do it yourself? Like they never really accounted for made a sigil for that. But you do have actual personal experience with a sigil that interrupts magic.
Yes,
Back in the tavern, when you tried to throw magic, now granted you were able to put enough magic to overcome it, meaning it can be blocked, but there is a sigil that can stop magic. And is essentially the equivalent of counterspell on it in a sigil form.
Okay, I want to do a tombstone like investigation here. Can I look at the map? Do we have a map of Gorak?
Yes. Yes,
Ogar?
y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, you have a map of it.
Okay. Can I lay it out? Can I then, like, knowing this information about the sigil with magic that blocks magic, can we like overlay that on top of the map of Ogar?
Sure, I think I sent it actually. So
do any of the lines overlap as far as like can I get a transparency of the sigils on top of each other?
So I'll resend both sigils. This is the sigil. Oh, nope, it didn't copy right. Copy image. There we go. This is the sigil that you found that was the summoning sigil, essentially.
Right.
Or the modified summoning sigil, rather. And let me find it. Above, before, I sent the sigil that was the one that stopped magic. And that is this one right here.
Okay.
So if you can find an overlay.
Nope.
Oh, I'm still streaming Jinx the Cat. Oops.
Just been staring at
That was lunch.
Question.
Yes.
Another magic sigil question.
Wait.
Sigils
There
that
it is. It's in there.
Where?
It's in there?
It's in there.
Oh yeah, it's in there big time. I'm just trying. It's gotta be.
Inner diamond as the bottom two legs. Turn your head to the left or to the right, and view the top diamond of the second sigil is the first diamond. It has some extra lines in it, but it's in there.
Carter, you're gonna have to pull some isomorphic proof to me. Hold on, because I don't see it right now.
I see it too. It does have extra lines, but yeah.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna draw it for you. Where's the paintbrush? Is that it?
Pretty close.
Isn't that it?
It's really close. We'll have to ask him if that's what it is. You may have done this right.
Can you see this?
Oh, I see it. That is pretty close. That is pretty close.
And we could even you could make the top diamond larger if you take an outer line and then use the bigger square diamond.
Oh, it's true. You can.
Out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You can make it bigger. That's just more to do though. Like that's
okay. So I'm assuming you're like pointing this out on the map.
Yeah. So what if we rearrange the city,
That's
collapse some buildings
No,
strategically.
collapsing of
Or-
buildings.
if we're
Or
doing this, we don't even need to collapse buildings.
We
what
just
if,
have to mark
We
roads.
draw our own sigil on top of the old one.
or as Karu thinks, what if we only activate that part of the sigil?
And then it rids the whole thing.
Well, it would at least prevent the other sigil from being sent. Now, the only issue is how do we power that without the shard? Because
I got these divine rocks.
how much do you have?
A pouch full.
That may not be enough.
But
Well,
we
we
got
got a
magic
guy.
Do we
people.
have a rock? Is there a rock?
I mean,
Oh,
y'all are traveling in the cart, so you could just like lean out the side, grab a rock as you.
I'm gonna lean out the side and grab as big a rock as I can.
Okay. So
Just
you
kidding. Something like this big.
okay? So you grab a rock, you like, pull it back, and you're holding it.
I've been reading this book and studying this book. I'm trying to figure out how to make a magic rock. So I would like to once again attempt to make this magic rock. This magic
Okay.
rock. Okay. Do I need?
Roll Arcana.
Yeah, it's an 11.
So you try, and like this time, it doesn't explode like it did last time. You just like kind of infuse some magic into it, and it just kind of like feathers out. But you do realize something. You do think of something, right? Because I'm assuming this is not the second time you've tried it. You've been trying for a while now, and you've been like really trying to do it.
Oh yeah.
So like as you failed this second time, you kind of start to think, you haven't seen a magic rock. You've never encountered one. You've seen the powder that they use, but you haven't seen an actual one. And then you think back, of course, to the tapestry or the mosaic you saw in the dungeon, right?
Yeah, you did. Yep.
And you think, okay, but it also wasn't a shard because I mean, a shard couldn't make this much powder essentially.
It was a mosaic of a bunch of
Oh, that's right, you weren't there for that.
wizards standing around a rock that was not a shard.
Yeah, so let me reiterate that mosaic if I can find it in my notes. Where is it? Oh yeah, so you see the mosaic displayed a group of people, presumably Goliaths. Actually, no, it wasn't Goliaths. There were some Goliaths in the mosaic, but there are other people surrounding around a blue stone in the center, right? And other people surrounding the blue stone had like blue gems for eyes in the mosaic. And then there were Goliaths around, like surrounding those people.
Uh-huh.
So people, presumably wizards or something, surrounding some rock.
A blue rock. Yes.
Not a shard. Blue gems used for eyes. Like specific blue gems?
Just blue gems, like just blue rocks, blue colored
Okay.
rocks.
Surrounded by. I don't know if I know anything about that. Maynard Dwellet. We saw a mosaic girl thing in the ruins that we went to, and it depicted a group of people surrounding a blue rock of sorts, surrounded by Goliaths. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Do you know anything about the blue powder that is used to make sigils?
Oh, divine powder. Yes. They come from divine rocks, and it's used to power our sigils.
Do you know where divine rocks come from?
Yes, the people in Grimrock really make a lot of them.
Does all your magic powder come from Grimrock in the Goliath traps?
No, some of them come from elsewhere, but that's one of its main export is the divine powder.
Does Ogar sell any of this powder?
No. What are you thinking, Phelan?
I got nothing right now. I'm still trying to figure this out. It's obvious that it doesn't seem like they just make the rocks. It looks like they may have a rock or a couple of possible sources that they might be using to turn this stuff into this, but I'm not exactly sure.
Well, let's think about it this way. There was a shard here, right?
Mm.
No, I don't think every divine rock is a shard. That'd be way too many shards. Those don't exist. But from that mosaic we saw, what if? No, it's just some conjecture. What if the divine rocks just aren't magic?
No, they're just rocks?
I mean, think about it this way. Thunar thought he wasn't blessed by the divine spirit.
Tombstone, give me those rocks. Give me that powder.
There you go.
Our Arcana check this.
With advantage.
19.
Okay, nope, you don't need it. So you do like your magical check, and there's nothing.
Neville.
I take the bag and I throw it at. I mean, I tie it up so it doesn't like throw out, but I throw it at Tombstone's feet. He's like, "Shit's not even real."
Hey, Havel.
Yeah. Use the thing. Do the thing.
Oh, and I reach into my pocket and I pull out a rock, and I look at him, and I do a hand motion, discreetly tossing whatever powder it was on the rock and watching it float. That
What?
thing.
Yeah, so you see
What thing were you talking about, Tombstone?
The contraption. Use the contraption.
Oh, this thing.
Yeah.
So I pull out my gun.
No, the floaty rocky thing. The thing you
just
bought
did
from
that.
that guy.
Yeah, he said
I
you
just
put
did
it down and you press a button and it started floating. So, Phelan, you see the same thing.
Wait, what exactly? What is this?
So it's like a stone, pretty much a stone square, and he puts it down and he presses a button on top, and it sends the like you hear a slight warbling as it sends the block up and then kind of like balances out and starts floating in the air.
What is that?
I flip it over and I show him the sigil on the bottom.
I
How
won't-
does this work?
I won't
The
make
rocks
you
are
roll a.
magic.
I won't make you roll a Arcana. I just use the one from before. You recognize this to be a thunder wave, a very tiny thunder wave sigil, that's essentially propelling itself upwards rapidly, keeping itself afloat.
So the rock is bullshit. So you can just use any crap that you want and just put the magic in it.
That you tried to. build magic
I'm
powder.
gonna take a piece of wood. I'm gonna scratch the same sigil from the Thunderwave thing onto the backside of the wood, and I'm gonna hand it to Phelan and say, "Do the thing."
Gotta put some magic into the sigil.
Can you cast Thunderwave?
I don't think that I can.
Oh, I'll say this. What level do you want to cast Thunderwave?
Just first level.
First level. So you essentially you scratch it in there, and you just kind of put magic into it as the sigil begins to slightly glow, and it casts Thunderwave at first level.
At yourself.
Yeah, I guess as it's facing toward.
Just kind of like throws itself on the floor.
You ascend.
decades of study, and I can't recognize a real rock from a magic rock.
Why did my snake sigil work?
Well,
Answer me that.
to be fair, that's I
Snake sigil
think
didn't
because
work.
it's paint. Let me tell you what I think is going on here. Justice Thunar didn't think he was divinely blessed, but could use magic. I think something somewhat opposite is happening to the people of the Goliaths. I think that they essentially, because they believe that this powder is what allows their magic, they essentially use it almost as like a focus. Where they cast all their magic through it. It's not the source of their power, it's not what fuels it, but it's what they use to, I guess, control it.
So,
Focuses.
how was Havel able to use the thing?
Because he put enough, I guess, to whoever the merchant or whoever made that put enough magic in there
Yeah.
to fuel it for a while.
Interesting.
Can I see your book of sigils?
That's the book of sigils.
Can I scroll through, read look at a few,
Yeah, you can start looking.
find me an interesting one?
Which one? Like what? Like, you find magic missile, or
I'll
the
know that.
equivalent of magic missile. Okay.
Don't really know what it is.
You find the equivalent of jump.
Jump.
Ooh.
I'll say this. I'll say this. You find the one that you saw in the dungeon, where it just propels upward.
Hey, I got. Oh boy, I have
Okay,
so
okay,
many
I take
ideas.
I take off my shoes
Okay.
and I cut lines in the shoe that match in each shoe that matches the sigil.
Mhm.
I would like to put them back on. Very carefully step out of the cart and attempt to jump.
Okay. Phelan, did you know Thunderwave or not?
I don't.
You don't know Thunderwave? Okay, I thought you
I
did.
don't know Thunderwave. I would if I did another spell, I would have drawn something different on there. I could have drawn one of the ones I know.
Yeah, what's the first level you know?
First level I know that would not have hurt anybody.
Draw a cantrip.
They all would. I could draw a cantrip.
Sure.
And do control flames.
There you go. It was control flames. Small retcon, because I almost made something incredibly broken
Yeah.
that I
was like, I'm about to get so many tattoos.
Yeah, I was like, okay, hold on. I need to rethink this because this could break everything and just make my life hell. So I needed to so can you cast jump, Carter? Or Thunar?
No.
Then nothing happens.
Dang it.
Anyways, well, it's all very important for us to know, because, well, if we're going to try to stop a sigil the size of a tribe, I think if we should all know a thing or two about sigils.
Yeah, we could definitely collapse a couple buildings. It'll do the trick.
Don't know if that's the initial route we want to take, but...
Well, if we collapse a couple buildings, we can build our own sigil. And then we steal the Starlight Shard, we power our own sigil, and then it destroys the other rest of the sigil. Boom! Bada bing, bada boom! Done.
I take off my shoe and I hold it and it's like, you did not work. You would have to
You don't have a Starlight Shard.
Thunar, I know how to cast the spell that we need for this.
Okay, but do you know how to draw the sigil?
Well, now that we've just determined this, yes, drawing the sigil is not hard. So yes, I can draw the sigil.
We know that these Starlight Shards hold infinite energy. Like, we saw that when Thunar was like, oh yes, haha, fire. And, if we got the Starlight Shard, stole it, and then powered a certain portion of the sigil, the one that cancels magic, they wouldn't be able to do the festival.
Yes. However, if we steal the Starlight Shard, that solves the problem already.
Yeah, but I mean, thinking of the future here.
Okay.
Because what if they get another Starlight Shard somehow?
True. Well, it doesn't answer the question of how we're gonna steal it.
Huh, that's easy. We kill them all.
All right. That's a start to a plan. And so as you're all traveling, I'll say, you know what? Yeah, this will, unless we have anything else to say. No? Okay. And that'll be a good place to end for tonight, as you are all traveling back to Ogar.